Hi everyone, this is Chandni and I'm just going to take you through the offers and packages page that we've been working on here. Joel's been working with our developers to create something that's completely different to what we've had before. And the reason for this is because we've noticed that people will get onto the offers and packages page, so this particular page, and not do anything. And we're missing a trick. So we've come up with an idea to make sure that all of the offers are in one area like so. So people, when they're on their way, on their commute, wherever they are, they can scroll through exactly what is available at your hotel. Okay, so as you can see, everything's in one place, making it easier for the user, and hopefully that will mean that you get more inquiries coming through. Now, as you can see, where we've got an offer, but that doesn't necessarily directly link to a specific date, that doesn't matter because when we have on your particular forms, if you can't see it when I try and open it, open this particular field, you'll see with yours, if you just go and test it, that under event you have a generic weddings inquiry button. So we always want to link whatever you've got in your offers and packages page, even be it a package that doesn't apply to a specific date. We want to use this form because it converts much more than any other contact us form that we've got. Okay, so what's the makings of this particular offer? So you would want to have your content just like this. Our wedding coordinators are dedicated to making sure that you're having unforgettable days, a little bit of content, what that person can expect to get through that particular package, terms and conditions, a telephone number, and definitely a mandatory call to action. So over here, so this will be your image, this will be your description one, then you'll have a description two if you fill it out, which I would encourage you to do, and that will fit underneath here. And you'll also have a call to action. So this call to action, when you click it, will open up the form that I spoke to you about in my previous video. Okay, so this will be when that person clicks the choose event, it'll bring up the wedding inquiry. That person can select a date to do with their proposed wedding date that they want to get married on, the name, email address, telephone number, any special requests, and then the inquire button at that point. Okay, so what do you have to do to create your offers? First thing you need to do is go right to the back end of your website, like so. And when you get there, go to the offers tab over here. I would recommend at this point to just scan through the offers that you've got live at the moment, because this live basically means what's there, and go in and delete anything that's not relevant or doesn't exist anymore, just so that you've got a clean slate. Or you can edit offers where they don't have a call to action, and you can go in and do that yourself. And that will just mean that we've got a really good basis to work off going forward. Okay, so you'll notice that you've got an archive folder. This archive folder is all of the past events, not events, sorry, past packages that you've had before up on your site. And if you ever wanted to go live with them again, you just would have to click edit and enable a different date for it. Okay, so just to show you how you go about creating an offer, click add offer. Your reference of what is it? Let's just say this is a test for now. Add offer. And then you have a number of boxes that you want to fill in. Okay, so enabled. Enabled means it'll be ready to go live onto your website. So click yes. Location. Where does this offer sit? Does it sit in restaurants, leisure breaks, meetings and conferences, weddings, health club rooms, events and functions, or park, stay and go? Or let's say, for example, we're putting it in weddings. Scheduling enabled, live date 13th to the end of September. Let's just call it a wedding open evening. Okay, and you're promoting it from today until the end of September. Are you getting married? Are you getting married this year? Okay, remember, ensure it to be heading 3, and here you can write about the open evening in as much detail as you want. So what are we supposed to be expecting? And with all the features, you'd want to make sure you bullet point them. Okay, so canapes on arrival, a red carpet arrival, show round by our wedding coordinator. Literally try and sell it through this particular description one. Description 2, you can put in any terms and conditions, or you should use this space for upselling stays. So stay with us the night before, enjoy a breakfast, preferential rates for anyone attending our wedding open evening. Specifically speak to our wedding coordinators on X number, but otherwise simply inquire now below with this, click the button to send us your inquiry. Okay, or are you attending? Ensure that you click this button. So that will be your description 2. Call to action. This is the bit of content that sits right above your button, your call to action. Here, encourage the inquirer to book. So come along to our wedding open evening, or book now, or any other bit of encouragement. You'll see that the images don't need to be 400 by 400. You've got one area that you just want to put an image in, and that's the 1200 by 800 image. So like I put up on the commercial hub, you've got a selection of generic wedding images, including other events and functions, F&B ones as well. So you can definitely take a generic one from there. Those have been optimized and resized for you. Or you can use Canva to create your own 1200 by 800 if you fancy it. Or by all means, make sure you use hotel specific imagery so that is more real. So you have options to do so. And then this is the key. Book now is the most important thing. You have the option to change the button text. So you could say inquire now, be our VIP, and book, okay? And then here, the button URL is the most important thing because we want it to bring up that form. The only way you can do it is by linking to it. So here, you'll see that on the email that I've sent you, there is a list of URLs that you'd want to use. Okay, so just because I know it off by heart, for weddings, it's weddings/weddings/booking. Okay, now once you've done that, just double check that everything is filled out. So you'd want to make sure that you've got content in description 1 and description 2, and you've got your live date and archive date, and you've enabled it. It will then come to me. So you would submit it for approval, and then then it'll come through to me. If you're not ready to submit it, by all means, just save it as a draft. Okay, and that should be it. There will be flags along the way, so if you haven't filled something in, it will just bring up this field is required. If not, then you're good to go. If you've got any problems whatsoever with that, do let me know, but hopefully it should be fine for you, and we hope to see more and more offers coming up into your pages.